An unknown reader once said, there are certain books that leave a mark upon the reader's soul. Even after months or years, remember the tiniest detail. There is a perfect book for each of us. Keep looking, keep searching. I've always loved to read these. This is a book. It's a comic book. There are so many different kinds of books that can capture you. I know people say reading is for nerds or people, like who don't have time to things to do. But I don't know. I just think it's always interesting to keep learning. Ever since I was little, I loved to read books. Like I used to just like the little rabbit books and stuff. And then to middle school, I changed to murder novels and. Okay, so reading books, it links you to the, books are linked to the reading culture, obviously, because you read books. That's not the only thing you can read, but it is, the main thing. Today I will talk about reading books and how it links you to the culture and how books represent the reading culture. Okay, the first book-like object links back to 2400 BC. It was the papyrus scrolls. Also, if you think further, it's the Bible, which that's technically the first book that's ever been written. Books, they have a way of keeping track of things. There's so many different kinds. There's cookbooks, there's different genres, mysteries, love stories. There's history books, writing and language. It all comes back to reading, and you all need reading to learn and stuff. We all do it in college. I identify with this culture because obviously, like I said many times, I like to read a lot. It's interesting. It keeps me busy. If there's nothing to do, just reading. It's cool. I don't know. I think it's cool. Especially, the thing that links me to this culture, why I identify with it, is because I like getting caught in a book and forgetting everything else that's going on. If I'm having a bad day, it's just I can go to my room, read a book, and just get lost in it. The other reason is if you see someone reading a book like The Hunger Games or the Divergent series, you can just go and have hours-long conversation with them because there's just so much to talk about, what you think what's gonna happen, what you think should happen, and there's so much different from the books. And I know everyone says that the book is so much better, but there really is. Books hold so much more detail that you can't really capture in a movie. I don't know. It's just. Reading, it's used in our everyday life. I like reading even if it's just a cereal box when I'm eating cereal, just learning about what's going on. It's cool. It helps you. You need it to learn. So you might as well get used to reading and kind of try to enjoy it. Now that you understand reading better, I'm going to review what I talked about. So I talked about the first scrolls that were kind of like books. I guess not technically because they're scrolls. And then about the reading culture. Also about how I identify it because I like to read. I find joy in it. And reading gives us a place to go when we have somewhere to stay. That's a quote by Mason Cooley. And I like that quote because it's true. You can always escape through a good book. And yeah, that's my speech.